raise baby turtles again. Because this is what happens when I try to pet mine.
Why are you doing this?
But things weren't always this way. You see, 8 years ago, I got this little Bean in the mail, and so that's what I named her. Since then, Bean has gotten super grown, and as of today, super pregnant.
Yo, homegirl, you are heavy.
So now it's only a matter of time before she lays her eggs, and I have no idea how many she's got. But before she does that, I need to prepare a place to put the eggs, so I'll transform this shed into a turtle nursery by redoing the floors, adding air conditioning so the eggs don't overheat, and racks to raise the babies in. Now the nursery was complete and ready for baby turtles. But before I could even admire my work, Miss Bean was acting funny.
What is going on with you?
She was climbing at the walls, trying to escape the enclosure, which could only mean one thing. It was egg time. So I built her a special nesting box with soft sand to dig and lay her eggs in, because turtles can't lay their eggs in the water. They have to do it on land. But when I put her in, she refused to use it. And to make matters worse, when I tried to take her outside to see if she'd nest, anywhere in my yard, she couldn't even do that. Because the soil where I live is not regular soil. It's this hard, compact clay. It's basically rough. So she can't lay eggs in the water, she can't dig outside, and she refuses to use my nest box. Now, female turtles won't have any issues so long as they're able to get their eggs out. But if she refuses, the eggs can rot inside of her and she can die. And I cannot let that happen. I've raised Miss Bean for the past 8 years. It's been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. I have to get these eggs out. So I dug and dug and dug everywhere in my yard, trying to find loose soil. And just when I was ready to give up,
Yes!
I found the perfect spot under a bush.
This soil is nice and loose. It's under a plant, which she always prefers. This spot is freaking perfect.
And after placing her down, Miss Bean began digging her nest. For 20 minutes, I sat there waiting patiently. I even avoided making eye contact with her because female turtles can stop nesting for any number of reasons. Like if they hit a rock, get uncomfortable, a 4-ton Amazon delivery truck comes barreling down the driveway. Miss Bean was not happy, and I was shaking, hoping, praying that she wouldn't do this.
No! Come on! You freaking kidding me?
Bean had given up on her nest, but I refused to give up. So I tried blocking her back in the same area with some cinder blocks, and to my surprise, she started digging another nest. And although I had my doubts about this spot, Bean didn't.
That was the last of them that she just dropped.
Because before I knew it, she was dragging dirt back into the hole, covering her tracks, and with one last flick of the foot, finished the nest.
Great freaking job. Let's go get you some food. All right, lovely. Here you go. Oh, wait, I don't have to whisper anymore. Good job, Mama.
And so, while she enjoyed a very well-deserved snack, I carefully dug up 8 eggs and put them in the incubator. We were hopefully going to have 8 little babies swimming. Fertile eggs should be this nice, bright white color. These were total duds. I felt like all of my hard work, the nursery, the nest box, and now the nest itself were all for nothing. I had an entire turtle nursery and no baby turtles. But I realized what makes a baby turtle special to me isn't about where they come from. It's the time, dedication, and care that goes into raising. So when my friend told me he had 3 beautiful babies to rehome, I bought them all. And for that price, I'm sure everything will go perfectly according to plan.
No! What is the problem? Incorrect address. How? This is my address. Here. I live here. What is the problem? You put in perfectly fine.
At the FedEx Center, the answers were less than satisfying.
It's freaking 2 o'clock already. They should have been here at 1. I'm genuinely starting. Yes. Yo, literally can't script this. I'm going. Let's go. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Yo.
This is the face of a man who's never seen someone that excited for a package before in his life, because the proof of delivery photo looked like a Bigfoot site. But I didn't care, because I finally had my baby turtle!
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, hi, little one.
I haven't felt this way since I got Bean 8 years ago.
Little cutie pie, good morning.
And now I've got 3 of them, and they're crown terrapins, which
Oh,
are terrapins with rare, bold markings that are so uncommon they're only found in 1 out of every 1,000 wild babies. And
Huh?
I've got 3 of them. One by one, I introduce them to their new home, where I'd be faced with my biggest challenge yet. Because only hours after getting them, the heater was overheating the turtle. I cannot cook some of the rarest baby terrapins on Earth. Luckily, I have a temperature controller that uses this little probe to basically unplug the heater when it needs to cool and plugs it back in when it needs to heat. It's pretty foolproof. Despite that, because I'm now paranoid, I was up through all hours of the night to check on them and make sure that things were running smoothly.
Perfect. Literally perfect.
एसिडिटी इनो सिर्फ 6 सेकंड में शुरू करेगा इनो ऑन एसिडिटी गॉन
Perfect. Literally perfect.
Good night, babies. The next morning, the babies were live and were enjoying some breakfast. Despite the fact that I brought them their food, the babies are still afraid of me. Now, I knew earning their trust would take time, because when you're as small as a baby turtle, pretty much everything wants to eat you, and they can't tell the difference between a potential predator and the giant hand that feeds them. So I slowly got them used to me, turning their apprehension into curiosity and their hunger into a tool that would eventually make us best friends.
No way. Let's go.
But don't worry, I got them some other friends too. These are baby guppies, and it'll be up to the turtles whether they stay as friends or become a tasty snack for later, because these little guys seem to always be hungry, and they make a mess when they eat, which is causing a bit of a problem. The water is getting polluted with uneaten food and turtle food. This stuff is like poison when it sits in rocks. I gotta clean it up before it becomes a problem. I literally have one job. I cannot mess it up. So I drained the tub of all of this nasty water and replaced it with this beautiful, fresh, clean water. The water was so dirty that even the filter got nasty, so I rinsed that bad boy out, added fresh water back, and so this doesn't happen again, I now feed them in tiny separate feeding cups where they could eat their fill and make as much of a mess as they wanted to, and all I had to do was dump out the leftovers. And this method proved extremely effective, because it was only a few weeks later when I noticed the final uneaten guppy was now a fully grown adult, and I realized just how much time had passed. My babies weren't babies anymore. I mean, look at them. Look how much they've grown. It was already time to upgrade them to a larger enclosure, where they'll have more room to swim, and over the course of the next year, they should be little sub-adults. And after that, they'll be joining Miss Bean in the adult pond. Because although they may not technically be her babies, they're here because of her.
Hi, little one.
And though they're small now, soon that's really gonna hurt.